Hey guys, Mike, New York Magnum here. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it as always, and I appreciate you guys. Before I start the subject of this video, first thing off, I actually passed my arm guard class. Here's my certificate. It's going to take about another month before I can upgrade my license. I believe in fact, New York State needs to get the scores, and the whole bureaucracy shit, they'll take forever, so for me to upgrade my license will take a while. Second off, I want to give some shout outs, and these shout outs are long overdue. These three people I'm going to mention are pretty much people that I will never forget, ever. Alright? And you guys know what I'm talking about. You start off a channel and you remember, your first subscriber and your first subscribers and your first commenters. You're never going to forget them, and these are the guys. First off, Texas Medic 045. Dude, I supremely appreciate that shout out you gave me. I didn't even realize until today, literally like about a minute ago, before me filming this, that you gave me a shout out. Jarhead6 pointed that out to me. So I appreciate that. And Texas Medic has a great channel, great on-screen presence, great content, great videos. He's a good person to have in your corner. Okay? Texas Medic is probably my first or second subscriber. I can't remember. I think he might be my first subscriber. And he's my first commenter, I know that for a fact, on my Beretta video. And I'll never forget that. He showed me a lot of love, a lot of support. And he's been on hiatus for a little bit, but he's back putting videos on YouTube. Please, there's a link down in the description box for all these guys. Go to them, subscribe, follow, please. Second guy really does not need a shout out, but I have to, because like I said, he showed me that love. He backed me up, and he took the time with all the subscribers that he has. He has a few thousand subscribers. I forget the exact number right now, but to actually have a conversation with me on my video, and to have that many subscribers to have a conversation, great. And that person is Ebomi. Ebomi, great video presence, great content, great reviews. He reviews beer. Those of you who love beer, unfortunately, I like hard alcohol, so excuse me, I'm starting a little early. Rum, I'm out of whiskey. Great guy, great person to have in your corner. For a person to have that many subscribers and be that interactive with all of them shows the testament of the quality of his channel. So much props to Ebomi. Please go check him out. Third, and he's definitely not the least, is JR Dougal. JR is such a great guy, very charismatic on screen. It's like his personality pops on videos. Alright, great content, great reviews, and he does giveaways like crazy. Those of you who are missing out on 22, go check him out, subscribe. He gives away 22 like crazy. And the other thing about JR, he's a Brooklyn boy. I mean, he's in Texas, but he's a Brooklyn boy. So we kind of hit it off automatically because he was referred by Texas Medic, to my channel, and we found out we're both from Brooklyn. We hit it off right away. So these three guys, they're great guys. They love their subscribers. I love them. They're great people to have in their corner. Go subscribe to them, please. Check out their channel. Few videos first before you subscribe. But I'm pretty sure after those few videos, you will subscribe. Alright. And real quick, I mentioned in my last video that I'll be doing a giveaway when I pass my arm guard class. That giveaway will happen. When? Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Because like I said, I'm unemployed. The little money that I have and the unemployment that I'm getting, is trying to keep me off the street and keep me fed. So it's like once I have that money allocated to the side, whether it's going to be just a gift card giveaway or, a knife, gear, whatever the case is, it will eventually happen. I promise you guys. So what is the subject of my video today? Well, I had a gentleman PM me about what did I think was the appropriate age to teach children about firearms. Now, I know this horse has been beaten to death, but I have not taken my turn on that horse. So, this is going to be a two-part answer. First off is, if you're a gun owner and you have children in the house, whether they're your own or not, or you're a parent, you should automatically be teaching about the safety procedures when it comes to a firearm. I believe that's mandatory. Seriously. To keep them from that, you're just begging for a really bad thing to happen. And I know what you're saying is like, oh, not my child. Well, we read about them all the fucking time. The libs and the anti-gunners are very quick to point that shit out to us. So, guys, do your fucking job. Gals, do your fucking job. If you have children, start teaching them about safety with firearms. Now, the second part, the actual training with firearms. Excuse me, got a little thirsty. This is going to be a subjective thing from person to person. Everybody's child is going to be different. You know, and everybody's going to learn at a different pace. It's your job as a parent to take a step back and honestly give an assessment about your child. Now, as parents, automatically you're at a loss. All right? Because it's very hard, and we could talk as much shit as we want, but at the end of the day, there's very few people that could give an honest assessment about their child. Everybody wants to think their child's ahead of the game, ahead of the class. They're the smartest, the brightest, the biggest, the fastest, yada, yada, yada. All right? But you have to give the best assessment as possible. All right? I started learning and manipulating firearms when I was around 7, 8. If I can remember correctly, my brother was teaching me. I know people that teach them as young as 4 or 5. You know, it depends on your child. You got to give them an honest assessment. What is the physical stature of my child? Can they even manipulate a firearm safely? Even with me there. Can they handle the recoil of that firearm? We all know 22 is a super soft recoiling round. But hey, if my child is freaking 10 pounds wet, you know, that's excessive. I'm just, you know, hypothetical. And it's like, you know, that round's beating him around. He's not ready to handle that firearm. All right. What is the mental capacity of my child? Can they take orders and remember those orders? I shouldn't say orders, that's very Nazi-ish, but instructions. Can they remember those instructions properly and follow those instructions? You know, can they decipher right from wrong very easily? If you're answering no to or maybe to any one of these questions, your child might not be ready to manipulate a firearm or shoot a firearm, all right? Going on the mental thing, all right? How is my child doing in school? The reason why I say this because now we have such a big problem with bullying in school. Now, when I was a kid, we didn't call it bullying; it was called teasing. But when we were teasing back then, it's like people would tease me, I tease back. You know, there wasn't none of this. There wasn't a victim per se, but things have changed. You know, because children are being taught differently. You know. So are they being bullied in school, and how they're dealing with the bullying in school? You know, are they antisocial or social in school? If your child's antisocial school, maybe you need to dig a little deeper why, all right, before you go with the firearm thing. Okay, what is the ability of your child of realizing to keep their mouth shut while at school? Let's face it, guys, we're reading it every day. We're in an age of society where a child mentions gun, does this with their fingers, or eat a freaking Pop-Tart the shape of an L, but it's a gun to liberals. Suspended. Parents can't be allowed on the school grounds. Or even worse, guns being confiscated because the school is worried about what the child might do. Alright. These are things that you need to literally sit down, write out questions. Write out questions that you will answer. Alright. And if you answer yes, fine, teach them. If it's a no or maybe, you need to really think long and hard. I live here in New York City. Probably the worst next to California, but California is catching up these days. Alright. Not many people know that I have a gun. Why? It's because so much stigma around it. Alright? Only 3 people know I have a gun. Alright? 2 are family members, my brother and my mom, and the other one's like a family member. Alright? I don't tell any of the kids, my nephews, wherever the case is. I would love to teach them about firearm safety and stuff like that, but as soon as they start blabbing their mouth, I'm going to be in trouble. Alright? So just leave that thought with you. Try to give an honest assessment with your children on where they stand in terms of that. Alright? Give yourself, I know it's hard as parents to do so, but give yourself an honest assessment with your child. Alright? Don't be caught out there where your child says something in school or says something anywhere and it could get you in trouble, or if they're not following instructions or their mental state is not there, or their physical stature is not there to handle a firearm, don't rush them into it. Don't worry, eventually you'll get them there. And that's pretty much what I have to say about the subject. Please comment, let me know what your thoughts are about what I said. Bad or good, trash me, fuck it. You know, trash me all you want of what I said. Just give me the feedback. That's all I care about. And those 3 guys I mentioned, Texas Medic 045, Ebomi, and JR Dougal, check them out, please. The link's in the description. Subscribe to them. Great guys to have in your corner. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Remember what I always say, practice and preach safe firearm handling wherever you go. And remember, it is our job to educate the uneducated. Have a good one, guys.